honest with you, I don't know who the hell this at JV Graz is. I don't know if at JV Graz is a fascist KKK, Nazi, Confederate, Smurf. I don't know if the accusations by Nomiki Konst and Francesca and Cyber Demon, I mean, all those Cyber Demons, I don't know if their accusation is accurate or not. So I'm just going to, I just looked at his Twitter page, and I'm just going to read some of the things, and then you get an idea that he's a rebel. And I don't really see anything about being white supremacist, but let's spend a couple of moments to look at JV Graz's plain old Johnny Guaz wants freedom. It's funny. He's already funny and clever. So, 15 hours ago, he says, Nomiki had someone on her show to call me a Nazi over this tweet. It would be such a shame if this resulted in a whole new wave of retweets. And what did plain old Johnny Guaz wants freedom say? At JV Graz says, God, I hope no one said fuck to you to AOC during a coup d'etat. Insensitive? Yeah. Rude? Maybe. But it's an important point. Right before 9/11, everybody was talking about Chandra Levy. Everybody was talking about Chandra. What the hell happened? Nobody gives a fuck about Chandra Levy no more? 9/11 happened. That's a way bigger story. So now Gary Condit, I barely remember this, but what the hell happened to that story? So this is them holding on to that, I guess that old story. But that was violence, and this is, a guy who said fuck you in a camera out in California to some lady in Washington, a congressman, somebody he's punching up, right? Yeah, he's comedian, he's got popularity, but he didn't have actual, real institutional power. She does. He can't change shit. So a lot of these haters, they think it's okay to put the pressure on regular, ordinary citizens, put pressure on comedians, Nikki Glazer, Joe Rogan, where the hell are you guys? Forced event, you don't want Medicare for all? Nikki Glazer, Joe Rogan, you got your platform, you got your celebrity, you got, maybe we should put pressure on our comedians. So let's just listen to, something.
But also, good on Andrea for calling it out. Let's show the second part, because it's a perfect lead in what you said, that every time we win we get to this point, because she leans on history, and I believe that, I see the Antifa flag in the background. I believe that Andrea's there's no membership to Antifa, but she lines with Antifa. So let's play the rest of the clip.
So this is Nomiki Konst and Francesca Fiorentini listening to what Cyber Devil, the evil Cyber Demon, 531. He's ranking 5. She's not the Satan. She's not the Lord, Satan. She's just ranking file to the followers of, she's the Stan. She's number 531. She's the 531 Stan of the devil. Here's what number 531 of the rank and file who loves the devil believes.
And then we have this fucking weirdo. So,
don't that hit you? Just hit you all wrong. Like the tone, it was mean. Maybe people are assholes. Maybe let's see if it gets better.
This is at 8 p.m. After pipe bombs were discovered at the U.S. Capitol, this dumb motherfucking fascist
motherfucker
goon decided to mock AOC, who was
decided to mock her. How dare he mock a female?
Was currently at this point barricaded in an office, scared for her life, because Republicans.
Wasn't AOC talking shit the day before? Does she know that people experience violence, people that don't have health care, 68,000 every year, 330, what is that, over 250,000 motherfuckers that died? That ain't violence?
At the behest of some of the force to vote people, know that AOC is an enemy. AOC has higher name recognition in Republicans than she does in Democrats. The reason is because they want to kill her. This person JV Graz on Twitter. They've got like 30,000 followers.
All right, there's a shout out to JV Graz. So hopefully the guy's a good dude because that would be awesome. Okay, so retweet Jason Call, candidate WAO2. SPD officers traveling across the country in a pandemic to take part in insurrection. Fire every one of them immediately for a start. So this is a person in Washington, D.C. saying fired every police officer that was at that fucking place. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with prosecuting everybody that was at that place. I'm okay with impeaching Trump again. Let's impeach him let's impeach him every day until January 20th. You want to fuck with American democracy? You get impeached 20 times. We kick the shit out of you before you get out of office. What the fuck, man? You're making it a dangerous place, and they believed his lies. There was no fraud. He lost. More people in America don't want him. More people in the Electoral College don't want him. He finally conceded. Finally he's behaving like a fucking decent person, let alone a president. God, he ruined his whole legacy. Any semblance, it was like there's a small handful, but now it's like, it was one big shitstorm, non-fucking stop. What, he was nice to the North Korean dictator? That's better for American foreign policy. It helps with our security, our national security. That is better. But who gives a shit? Maybe he liked him just because he's a fucking right-wing dictating low-life piece of shit. He, loved the motherfuckers and then acted like a totalitarian dictator right at the end. Fuck a fascist, motherfucker. Fuck a fascist. Motherfuckers. Fuck a fascist. So good. Taylor Hudak, can you give me some chill?
The prosecution's argument that Assange is likely to abscond and not attend the appeal if on bail because he has absconded in the past. However, the judge failed to recognize that at that time Assange was given asylum. The defense also argued that the conditions that applied at that time no longer apply today and that there is no longer a motive to abscond. For example, not only has the judge ruled against extradition, but Assange...
All right, so plain old Johnny Graz, let's see. He's looks like a regular dude. He's got like little glasses and he's got long hair. He drew the glasses on, so he's got a sense of humor, right? Nothing about, okay, so next, Apple, Pixar, Adobe, Loom, creator of Xcode, Parrot Whisperer, jazz pianist, kitchen guru. So he's like the most talented motherfucker ever. He's been on Twitter since October 2008. He's out of California, USA. So JV Graz, he says this. Every time the left gets betrayed by their self-appointed leaders, people ask me, what do we do next? This is what you do next, and if you're not ready to do it, be prepared for absolutely nothing to change.
Time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
So that's Mario Salvo starting the free speech movement in Berkeley, California in the 60s. So let's see, plain old Johnny Graz wants freedom retweeted. Hillary wants Julian's head, suspend Hillary too. She's why Trump, he retweeted this. So retweeted. Let's see his actual words. Dear Democrats, this is JV Graz. Dear Democrats, do you still think stealing the 2016 primary from Bernie was worth it? Hashtag Bernie would have won. So that's, basically another guy retweeted him and then he retweeted his retweet. So he's just retweeting himself. But that's okay. I guess it's okay to retweet. If someone else retweets you, you can retweet that. Okay, so here 17 minutes ago, that's exactly the problem, putting salt. It's kind of crazy. Most liberals I know despise Mike Pence, but I can guarantee that none of the U.S. built a gallows and chanted Hayden Pence. So, let's see. Okay, here he's replying exactly. Pelosi's a vapid socialite whose daddy bought her way into politics. She's never been anything but an empty suit for moneyed interest. And if you defend her, a lot of that probably applies to you as well. I'm going to put this challenge on @JV Graz. If you're not a cuck fucking low-life piece of shit, then you should force the vote on Chuck Schumer. And if you don't like that, then fuck you. Right? There's some violence, right? So, if you believe in Medicare for all, then you actually would be in favor of the Chuck Schumer Medicare forced to vote plan, because it's the exact same fucking plan. Instead of putting pressure on the House, we're putting pressure on the Senate. The eyes of the world was on the House. Now let's get the eyes of the world on the Senate. Our shit was fucking constructive. Our shit was a dialogue. This fucking bullshit is them just being right-wing, violent, psychotic terrorists. Impeach Donald for the next 7 days. I'm okay with that. That's perfect. That's fine and dandy with me. So, I don't see nothing. He's retweeting a Jimmy Dore thing. If you hated, enraged, and yelling Jimmy, calm and determined Jimmy is going to scare the fuck out of you. So here's calm and determined Jimmy Dore.
To endorse, the entire left to endorse a political strategy that was obvious, a nonviolent political strategy to help bring people health care. These people will literally pick up guns and go take over the Capitol over something made up. How do we get that kind of fire in the belly into the people who are fighting for health care?
Yeah, these are good questions.
How do we do that? Because as soon as you come up with a great idea to give people health care, half the left goes, don't be mean. Be nicer. I know that.